morning. Today we're gonna do the race recap for Omaha 70.3 that just happened yesterday. So I want to use this moment since the memory is still fresh and walk you guys through what happened, what went well, what didn't. That was the majority of the day, and yeah. So how the day started, we had like a nice drive to the race start that is like Cunningham. It's like a 20 minutes ride from downtown Omaha, and it's also where T1 is gonna be because the race is a point-to-point race. So the lake water temperature for the official was 70.3.4. But we think it was like way warmer, like according like to couple watches and people, it was more like in the 76, 77. So definitely like using the wetsuit in that water was maybe not the best option, right? It was really really warm, and it made it for an extra hard swim. Since the beginning, I felt like off, like RPE was like kind of 10 out of 10. I was like out of breath. I'm not wearing a watch during the swim, so I don't know where the R rate was exactly, but it felt like it was like above 170. And for your information, 170 is like almost the max right now that it can reach. So to give you an idea, that was really really hard. And place like in the front with all the strong people, especially like my good friend Chad, that I wanted to be in sight with him and see like where he's gonna be. And I'm really happy for him. He came out of the water first, and I think I'm already like 4 minutes down. And yeah, I didn't feel good since the beginning. Then there is like a nice ramp going up to T1, and normally I fly through all of those like super fast. And for the first time, I barely jog, and I was really close to be like walking, and I'm like, you cannot. There are too many people around. Try to at least jog. And yeah, I felt off since the start, and I jump on the bike. The bike at the beginning also was like kind of like impossible to sustain any power. I was like going, I think, at 20, 21 miles an hour, and I was pushing 170 watts. That's basically like my recovery watts. So I'm like, okay, something is wrong today. And he made it like for an extra hard day. Then a couple people passed me and they're like, okay, let's work together. And I'm barely able to push 200 watts to stay with them. Meanwhile, my heart rate is through the roof. RP is like 10 out of 10 again. And I'm just not myself during the bike. And then after 5 miles, I lost my visor. So I'm like, okay, this is not your day, Gu. Let's take it easy. Let's try to get to T2 as soon as possible, and maybe we call it a day. So over there, I start thinking a little bit like, okay, maybe we call it a day already. And yeah, I keep going. Luckily, there was like a nice tailwind on the first 20 miles, so at least I was able to bring down the heart rate a bit. But still, I'm like by myself. There's nobody around me. I see the other guys at the turnaround. I saw my friend Chad. He was flying first on the bike with the lead moto. So I cheer on him when I saw it. And yeah, it was kind of a lonely ride, suffering mentally, physically. The heart, there was like kind of wanted to come out of my chest. So it was like a weird sensation I never experienced before. And it wasn't that hot, it wasn't that humid, it wasn't that windy either. I mean, yeah, there was some head crosswind on the way back, but nothing crazy, right? Nothing that is gonna be like, oh my god, this is the reason, right? Yeah, and I finished the bike like in 224, 225, I think. And it was just like a super mad bike. The average power that I push is like is really really embarrassing. It's like under 200 watts, and for me it's like it's good because I can tell the aerodynamic is there. The CDI, my CDA is really low. So of course, like the bike is prime for the big dance in October already. But I'm like, you cannot have a day like this and had in your head that you want to win, right? So it was extra hard, and then I got to T2, and I literally like I have kind of blank. I cannot like remember too much either, and I thinking I'm going to the wrong rack. Normally in T2, I'm like also flying through it. I'm like one of the fastest normally, and I go through the entire transition because I don't even know where my number is. So I go all the way, and then I rack my bike and I put on my shoes and I go out. And I'm like, okay, let's try to wake up the body. Let's see if maybe with the running something changes. So I try to go out at race pace, 6 minutes per mile. I'm like, with the humidity, I'm like, that's probably like the right call for the day. But yeah, no, heart rate is, he went straight away through the roof. I got, I think, between the bike and the run, I have all my best 2026, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 and 90 minutes, all high heart rate. It was like kind of crazy. So right after a mile or two, I'm like, yeah, this is not sustainable. Really difficult to breathe. As soon as like the undulation, the terrain was changing, and there was some like uphill. It was like my legs were turning into concrete, and yeah, again, like the heart rate was going to explode, come out of my chest. Really difficult to breathe as well, and yeah, I wanted to call it a day multiple times, but I can tell that there are like five, six, seven people in front of me. So I'm like, you're in a good spot. You're top 10 overall. It's not your day, but still bring it home. Honor the race. Don't give up. Show some mental strength. And yeah, it was good to do it, because at the end of the day, I know that in a bad day when I'm not ready, I can still get away on a local race with 10th overall, top 10th overall. I finished 7th overall and third in my age group. So that's a good positive. Same with like I use some of the cooling products that I'm planning to use for Kona. So that also was like a kind of a good exercise. And then of course I saw like many friends crashing out there. Congratulations to Chad that finished second overall. My friend, you are a beast. So proud of you. Can't wait to do like the build at Kona together. And yeah, and I saw like a good friend of mine from team Rocast on their team racing, and yeah, crashing it out there. And then other new friends like Nikki and Kate that they did amazing. Nikki finished third overall. Congratulations to you. It was like really inspiring to see you crashing the finish line in third. So keep going what you are doing, girl. And then yeah, the negative is like really don't know what happened. In my case, I'm like just like maybe the body was like extremely stressed from the week. The work week has been kind of crazy, between many hours, and then between the race week, between the travel last minute, between like a little bit of sleep deprivation during the last few days. Maybe like the body wasn't ready, and then he's getting old too. Maybe one day you're feeling 100%, like I felt at Boston. That was like an amazing performance. It was my PR on the distance, and everything clicked. And other days, like yesterday, wasn't the right one. Still trying to figure it out what could have caused that, because. Yeah, as I said, it wasn't that hot, it wasn't that humid or windy, so even let's say if I was feeling off, the heart rate shouldn't be like that high. And funny story, since I couldn't push like power, or I couldn't like keep up like a good pace on running today, I'm not even sure. We were joking yesterday at dinner that yeah, I could probably go for a run. I could go for a workout today already, and tomorrow probably my body's gonna be fully recovered already. So really, really weird. I don't know if any of you happen something similar, and what was the root cause. I'm definitely gonna do some blood test probably to see if everything is good to go, especially like with the final build up for Kona, with the heat prep and everything. And we just want to like ensure that the body is ready, because this is like a kind of short race, 4 hours and 20 and change minutes. For Kona, you're gonna be out there for 9 hour plus, right? Or if I'm lucky, less than 9. But that is like the number. And if you're having a hard day, I think that is gonna be you're gonna be exposed way more. And instead of being like I don't know, 9 hour day can turn into 11 hours, and if something is wrong, maybe something can happen to you. And yeah, I don't want to put my family, my coach, and all the friends that support me through any of that. And then the other big positive is like all the messages that I receive. The people that follow me and the people that care about me, they knew there was something off yesterday already. Since the swim, they saw the time, since the bike. And then on the run. So I got so many nice messages. I do really appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. Thank you for the people that barely know me, and they sent me like really nice messages, and they wanted to take care of me yesterday. It goes a long way, and that's why I love this community so much, triathlon so much. Yeah, you're part of a family. Everyone comes together to support each other, and yeah, this is what I love. This is why we have our own little community. This is why like I'm always telling like the brands and the partner that works for me is like what I do care the most is like I'm here to support, I'm here to help. And it's nice when it's like a two-way street, right? And it's coming back to you when you are in need. So again, thank you so much. I'm so sorry that I don't have any footage of the race. It was a solo trip, so I don't have any videos or any pictures. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely like trying to see if anyone has some, and then maybe I do like a reel or an additional video with some of the footage. But yeah, I just want to put out like my 2 cents about the race out there, and also like yeah, the race is nice. Definitely recommended. It's hot normally, right? So we were kind of like lucky as well from a weather perspective. So definitely, if you want to test yourself in the Midwest. I think next year is gonna be even better. This one was the inaugural race, so the team and Corey, the race director, that by the way is an amazing person, is definitely like gonna put in more time and more knowledge into what is gonna be next year, and I think it's gonna be even better. So definitely I recommend the race in the Ironman circuit for 70.3 Homa as North America race. And then for me now is the Build to Kona. The next race is gonna be Santa Cruz 70.3. That is gonna be kind of training day mainly, so a C race, just to check the box and then have a final check of all the gearings and all the things that I'm gonna use to Kona, and also to check that everything is ready and fired up. And then yeah, trying to fly out early to Kona, probably like a week or even 10 days before. That's the plan. So if you are out there and you wanna connect, you wanna grab a drink, you wanna go for a ride or a run or swim together, just comment here, send me a text or a DM. I'm more than happy to connect and create maybe some even good content while we are there together on Kona. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. And yeah, thank you again for all the messages and the nice support that I received between yesterday and today. Ciao. Have a good one.